So let's talk about empaths and therapy animals and what that can be like, the placebo effect, right? So I've been thinking a lot about this. How about when we have therapy animals that are used, as we know, to help people who are going through sensitivities or they're having some type of mental or emotional, spiritual, physical ailment or disruption going on. So a therapy animal can essentially help a person who might be physically disabled get around and get things and alert them if they need to take medication or if they've had a seizure, things like that, right? Also, therapy animals can also be used for comfort when a person has gone through some type of medical procedure, maybe they're depressed, all of these kinds of things. We know that also therapy animals can be used for sensitive children, or they're in hospitals and aftercare centers, senior homes, these kinds of things to lift the spirits of people, right? So then we go to, I'm connecting two things together. So then we go to the placebo effect. You go to your doctor and they tell you that you have some type of condition, and then they let you know that they have some type of remedy in this pill for you to take, but they want you to participate in some type of clinical study. And so you decide to do so. You and a couple of different people take this study. During this time, some of you get the placebo pill, which, as we know, could either be a sugar pill or what have you. And some of you actually take the medication, and others might have some third type of option. You, being the one taking the placebo effect, they have shown studies where even through just taking a placebo effect, which is just a sugar pill, it's not the actual dosage, it's not the actual remedy, that in fact you can then be healed or see improvement in whatever this diagnosis assessment that you received, right? So here's why we connect the two things, a therapy animal and the placebo effect. If those of us in this society can actually understand and accept these two different things, this is how we can start to understand what an empath is and what their purpose is. Here's how I give you an example. Empaths can be known to be gifted in the sense that when you're around them, you could either feel really good or you could feel really bad. There are empaths that have the gift of what they call Reiki, where that means that they can heal you for either it's long distance or actually being present with their hands somewhat above your body, not actually physically hands on you, but energetic energy that's passing and flowing through them to you through their hands. Flowing through them to you through their hands and through the modalities of them being present and working in that way. Okay. I've also been known to have people share stories with me that if someone wasn't feeling well, as an example, they were having cramps, and them laying with them and being close to them allowed for those cramps to be alleviated. These are examples of how empaths can operate as such as a therapy animal does. And back to now the placebo effect. You know that as an empath, you can have sensitivities to certain types of foods. You can have sensitivities to all kinds of different things. So with that being said, the same way that when a person takes a placebo effect and they are healed and they feel cured and they feel resolved because it started in the mind, they believed it, they felt they know and accepted that this is true, this is going to work. And so by just doing that alone, they were able to receive the healing and the reversal of whatever was going on with them in the first place. So with an empath, that is the exact same thing. When we come into spaces and we are present with people, and through the mediation and through the dialogue and through all of that communication, that is how it's almost like a placebo effect happening, because we are mediating between the two experiences that are happening with people, places, and things. So what happens is that no one has actually ingested anything. No one has actually physically taken anything when the empath is present in the room. However, what they are is open to it. They're open to the fact that there might be some unresolved, unbalanced disruption going on within their spiritual self, just within themselves. What is unresolved? An empath can sense that something's off, as in, are you okay? Are you okay today? Is everything, like, did something happen? Are you sad? It's the underlying vibration of what's not being said. We're picking up on it, and if an empath chooses to do so, in that placebo effect, can help guide you through it, or in the silence of them acknowledging it through that subtle energy, can help to resolve and bring healing and clarity to it. So this is my take on therapy animals and placebo effects. And again, I'm going to be talking about these things a lot, so I'm sure I'm going to be bringing that up again and, bringing different examples to how I see that.